I think is funny now is that you're doing the book for the new Sondheim musical, and there's probably nobody who uses a rhyming dictionary more than Stephen Sondheim.
That's right. Luckily, we use the same one.
But you're not writing the lyrics. He writes the
writes
music.
the lyrics.
But you have to write the book. So when you're writing the book for that, do you have to write the language of those people so they can sing those songs that way, or does that
No,
not
actually,
involve it?
what that process is that he and I have spent so much time talking about the characters, who they are, where they come from, their qualities, endless talk about that. And so once we had the characters, I was basically, he would then write lyrics off of the characters that I was writing.
He would.
And so, but by then we were so in tune about what the kind of character was that it was sort of passing something back and forth. So that was that was the way that worked, which remains fascinating. We're still, we're right in the midst of it. I also discovered that part of the process is that he would say to me, "Oh, just write some dummy dialogue for this character for this page," and so then we can talk about it. And so I would write some dummy dialogue and realize that for Stephen Sondheim there is no such thing as dummy dialogue. Every word counts. And so he would say, "But why does she say this?" And I'd say, "It's only dummy dialogue," as if that's a great excuse to Sondheim. But it all, he is so incredibly open to everything. It's like he wants to know everything that you've got to give him about a character, and he will then pluck things out and use them, and they will echo and things. And so he's like this great Sen which goes through the sea and picks up everything.
Probably will, we published Heir Apparent and we published The Liar, and we're hoping that we can publish this one as the David Ives trilogy of French plays. But if you're looking into German plays or French plays and you read one that you like, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we could do a 4-play volume, or we could start on a German instead of on und zwei, whatever it would be. So
I've actually been learning, or relearning, I should say, my Latin over the past year, and partly because I want to go back and read Plautus and Terence. I read Plautus years ago, and it's wonderful. It remains wonderful. It's like The Honeymooners in Latin. It's wild, wonderful comedy. And Terence is more restrained, but I wanted to go back and see what those were like. So when I say I like to be in the language, that's partly why I went back to Latin, was just to go back to them.
well,
Maybe them.
maybe
A
then.
Latin trilogy.
A Latin. Oh my God. Well, that sounds like fun.
course,
Anyway, it's fantastic that. I mean, I just love working with you,
Oh, so I love working with you.
it's such a pleasure, and I think everybody else is going to have as good time as we are.
I hope so.
What did you ask us a question?
Yeah. You guys are like a wound-up clock. You
Well,
just
we do
go.
these things.
We do these
We
things.
do these things.